Hello, hello, hello. Big Scary back again with another great show. Make sure you smash that like button and that subscribe button so you'll be notified when another amazing episode drops. So what are we going to start off with this week? I figured we'd, and not even this week. I'm trying to put out a lot of content. Been adding my technique series to the shows. Workout series to the shows. Gonna cover more than just sports. Get some interviews on here. Just really starting to. I've been playing stuff by ear up until now, and it was always gonna be a learning process with this thing, and as things get more comfortable, it's just gonna start putting out more and more content. So I figured, what better time than now to do a special Juneteenth episode. Now, this I'm not going to necessarily go super in depth, but we're going to just give you a nice overview, just so everyone gets an understanding of the holiday, which is our newest federal holiday. It's our first since MLK Day in 1983, so that's something neat. But what people wonder, what is Juneteenth? It's the Black Independence Day. It used to be known as Jubilee Day, and it's okay. So we all know that, I guess I think a lot of us know that the Emancipation Proclamation freed the slaves September 22nd, 1862. Abraham Lincoln signed that into law, and so that had made slavery illegal in the slave states in the Confederacy. Now I think there was it still was legal in like Kentucky and Delaware or something. There was because I guess they didn't secede, but. So the rest of the Confederacy, it made it illegal. But you got to think about, all right, so just imagine in World War II, if Hitler would have said whatever, if he'd have said that all blacks had to be slaves again in the U.S. or something, nobody really would have listened to that. There's like, yeah, you don't run us. But so that was basically the same idea in the Confederacy. It's like, yeah, okay. Lincoln might have said that, but our leader is Jefferson Davis. So that really didn't mean anything. There was no power to it at the time, and so I think Robert E. Lee surrendered sometime in April of 1865, and then maybe some of the last forces surrendered in I think it was the beginning of June, and so by June 19th, it was order number 3. It was Union General Gordon Granger had made it to Texas, and he was not only proclaiming but enforcing the freedom of all slaves. And since Texas was the most western part of the Confederacy, it took the news longer to get there. You got to figure we didn't have the internet at the time, and also, we can't even. It wasn't just a lack of, a lack of infrastructure to carry the message. People didn't want to give up their slaves. We got to remember this is it's not even just. Yes, clearly to enslave people you had to be. There weren't really going to be too many nice slave owners, but at the same time, this was literally, it wasn't just that they were doing this, like as far as Hitler, who was just doing it just because he just wanted to exterminate a whole race of people. The slave owners, this was how they made money. This was how the South was built, was on the backs of slaves. It wouldn't have, I mean, free. I mean, after you pay the initial fee for the slave, I mean, that is for generations. That's, I mean, chattel slavery. That's for generations you own that slave's family. So they didn't want to give up on. They didn't want to give this free labor up. So by the time the general had made it there were roughly 250,000 slaves that had made it to Texas. That because their slave owners were trying to keep them. So that's what Juneteenth is commemorating. Biden's finally decided or to make this a holiday. So yeah, it's officially, I think he passed it June 17th, 2021. So that'll be an important date to remember, I guess. But I mean, is this just them trying to give us some crumbs so we'll feel like we're getting something? Yeah, sure, it feels nice. I mean, especially, growing up, this was like my father. He never celebrated the 4th of July. He was always like, that's not ours. That's the Juneteenth. We weren't. Because in 1776, for a black man, what really changed? There was okay, so now we don't listen to the king, but we've still got this guy, whipping us. So, that really nothing changed at the time. And even though, going from slavery to still being a second-class citizen, it was a good step, but it wasn't enough. So that took another 100 years. But so still at the time, that was somewhat a freedom. So or is this just like all the Nike going with finally siding with Kaepernick, even though they've got children making their shoes? And is this really actually, are we going to see anything? This was like the George Floyd protests. Everything, we kept thinking, oh, we're finally going to see like some systemic change. And a year later, the defund the police has been blamed for a rise in crime, but they're actually, defund the police has not been implemented anywhere. There's no police forces that are low on funds because of defund the police. If anything, their budgets have gone up. This isn't a real thing. That's a straw man argument. There is no actual implementation of defund the police. That was just rhetoric. That it sounded good, but no, it is in practice. It has not happened yet. So hopefully this becoming a holiday will. All it really is going to be is another paid day off. Because what did even MLK Day really actually accomplish? Who knows? But hey, got another holiday. So you can find me on Big Scary on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, on Trauma Television, on Facebook and YouTube, because there's a Trauma Television production. And as Martin Luther King said, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. Big Scary back again. Dead Game Fight School, longest running boxing MMA gym in Jacksonville. Contenders beware. A lot of times people ask me, what do you have, like a certain routine? Do you have your workouts all set up? And I kind of I'm a big believer in muscle confusion. So I like to always be changing stuff up. The only kind of routine possibly I have is the fact that I kind of like to go 1 week. Weights, and then the next week I like to do body weight exercises. So during this week is my weighted week. So I like to throw regular dumbbells in there, free weights and stuff. Also like to do kettlebells. So this is a good kettlebell exercise. Other thing is I like to superset muscle groups. So today it's going to be shoulders and legs. Do a lot of chest and back, bicep and triceps, things like that. So we can get started off with call this the scary swing. Start like this. Make sure you don't arch your back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Like to take really short breaks. Like on this to go not too heavy, well, a little weight, but very, very short reps. Very short reps. Okay, so we're back at it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! There we go. Yeah, starting to feel it. All right, last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. This next exercise. Scary flies. Scary flies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo! Ah! Very short rest. Very short rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ah. Yes. One more set. Get back at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Next step, scary raise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Get something to drink. Plenty of H2O. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just blasting through this workout. Pain is fear leaving the body. No pain, no gain. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Woo! All right. Like to do these shrugs. Like to add a variation to shrugs. Like to walk backwards and forwards while doing the shrugs. Yes. That animal come out. Again. One more set. Woo. Been a good workout in. All right, last one. Last one. Woo! All right. Getting it in. Getting it in here. Woo! Woo! All right. Clean jerk. This is the last of the shoulder exercises. Kind of like the way to start it off with the straight shoulders at the beginning exercises, but toward the middle, you're using your legs a little bit more with the shoulders. And so then that transitions right into the legs. All right, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. All right. Good workout. Good workout. Hard work, dedication. Hard work, dedication. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Now to the straight leg exercise of the superset. All right. It's the kettlebell front squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and our final set of squats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Now we do weighted lunges. I don't know if I have a stress fracture in my toe, what it is. I was doing practicing handstands on the parallel bar, and I flipped over, landed on my toe. This is some months ago, it still hurts. So can't do lunges normally. So what I do is just alternate like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And all right, final exercise. Weighted heel raises. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! One more set. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Oh, that's the end of